While Victorians were in lockdown, Emily Dornbush was busy designing jewellery at home.
The longer the lockdown went for Metro Melbourne, it did start to concern me, but it all ended up working out quite well for Meldo. Online sales increased.
Her business was bigger at the end of last year than it was before the pandemic.
I've been able to put 2 people on part-time to help work.
And it wasn't just jewellery in demand as people were able to go out again. Victorians opened their wallets as restrictions eased. Household consumption was up 10%. Across the country, household spending rose more than 4%, increasing for a second straight quarter after its largest fall on record. People splashed out on cars and returned to hotels, cafes and restaurants. But over the year, hospitality was still down nearly 30%. And overall, households still spent less than they did in 2019.
At the moment, currently, I'm actually saving, but previously I was spending.
Going on heaps of holidays while everything's open, so going to Gold Coast, Brisbane.
I'll save as much as I can until I can get out of the country and spend it all on travelling, I guess.
Household spending is picking up as government support begins to wind back, with JobKeeper reduced at the end of last year. Australia's economy expanded by 3.1% in the December quarter, adding to the 3.4% rise in the previous 3 months. That left economic activity 1.1% lower than a year ago, after the first recession in nearly 30 years.
Australia's performance on both the health and the economic front is world-leading, with our economy outperforming all other advanced economies in 2020.
All the government stimulus directed at home building has seen a pickup at plants like this one that cater to the construction sector.
This automated factory is producing kitchen cabinets for people renovating or building new homes.
The whole world has decided, while they're sitting at home and sitting it out for a period of time, they've decided to, the kitchen needs a bit of updating.
Private investment rose in the quarter as housing activity increased.
And I'd expect that over the March and the June quarters you're going to see some more upside for residential construction.
But economist Diana Musina says activity in the non-residential sector will need to improve before more businesses are willing to spend.
Business investment needs certainty if it's to increase, and until you get things completely going back to normal, you're still likely to see business investment lag behind.
But with things looking up in his sector, Peter Bader took advantage of tax concessions like the instant asset write-off.
We've actually invested heavily in new machinery, new equipment, in order to meet with the growing demands that we see with that stimulus that's coming forward in the construction sector.
But as things build back up in some sectors, others remain grounded.
It's time for the government to acknowledge that not all parts of the economy are recovering as fast as we would like. There is a case for tailored economic support to some parts of the economy which are still struggling.
Airlines are worried about the end of the JobKeeper wage subsidy, while international travel is still yet to get off the ground. But with state borders relaxed, domestic travel is one bright spot for the tourism industry.
It's good to finally get away. It's a few cancelled trips later and we're here, 4th or 5th time lucky, I think.
A boost for morale and the economy after last year's lockdowns.